Hello everyone. Today we have with us Rohit Raj, co-founder of Artist Army, who is also the man behind the success for BBK Wines. So Rohit, welcome. And the first question that I would like to ask you is that while Bhuvan is the face in front of the camera, you are also equally responsible for the growth of BBK Wines and its growth strategy. How do you view the growth of the entire BBK Wines universe?
See, I think 100% credit goes to Bhuvan for being a visionary and for being able to put together whatever he's been doing for the past 6.5 years. And I'm just a facilitator, very honestly. I am facilitating everything that I can to fulfill his vision and his dream. And uh, in in the meantime, matlab, ऐसे, through the course of this, people think that I have a role to play, but I'm just playing my bit, which is being a facilitator for Bhuvan and to fulfill whatever vision that he has. As a From a growth standpoint, I don't see anybody who knows his content so well other than Bhuvan, because starting from just cracking an idea of a story, right, and then putting together a 200-page screenplay, and then going on set, playing all these characters, even while he used to do his own sketches. Whatever he does best, he does it himself. He doesn't really need anybody's help. He knows what he exactly needs. Even on the edit table, he'd know कि क्या end product होना चाहिए, what will resonate with his audiences, from background music to the audio to the songs that you've heard to packaging to promotions. I think he has the knack of it. I am just a facilitator, and whatever he has built for himself, I think very soon this month itself, we'll cross 400 billion views on his channel. So I think nobody can take away that credit from Bhuvan, and the kind of subscriber base that he has. He has built it thoroughly and entirely on his own shoulders and on his own, merit.
So how do you strategize on which brand should Bhuvan engage with, or
Hmm.
these are the brands that he should not engage with? How do you strategize it?
So initially, of course, we got opportunities which were cool, which were interesting, and we thought, jumping off a plane and seeing news in the air will be interesting. So we did that. Somebody told us that we'll create a very millennial style, cool TVC with Bhuvan for Tabzo. So we did that. Then in the longer run, I think back in 2018 is when we realized that now we should aim at going to an FMCG brand or become the brand ambassador of maybe an audio brand like Mivi, or because Bhuvan wears eyewear like 24/7, but only when he's not sleeping. Only when he's sleeping is when he doesn't have his eyewear on. So partnering with a Lenskart or partnering with a Beardo, I think all of that was from the POV that what will our audiences, one, will be able to buy, second, will be good for them, two, will make Bhuvan look cool, three, will understand the kind of content that we create, and will marry their ethos and our ethos together to create something which is path breaking. So whatever campaigns we've done till now with Myntra, with Pizza Hut, or recently with Ola Electric, all of them have been a collaborative effort, and I think the numbers speak for it. When we did something with Netflix recently uh, for their show Money Heist, they've never seen the kind of numbers that we got them, right? Like getting 3 million likes on an IG post, and creating the kind of pre-buzz that we did for their show launch uh, was new to us as well. So, but that we can only crack when we are partnering and associating with somebody who's collaborative. So we, one, wanted to work with only collaborative folks. Two, wanted to work with only those products that our audiences will not feel कि अरे ये क्या बेच दिया आके. Three, the strategy was very clear, and we've kept it the same till now, that we will not promote two different brands of the same category, you know, so that the audiences don't feel that Bhuvan is आज एक महीने भुवन ने एक सेल फोन का ब्रांड अनाउंस किया और अगले महीने कोई और, तो हम कौन सा खरीदें. So वो confusion नहीं
Exactly.
होना चाहिए. So which is why we ensured that in one category we'll stick to one brand. and do the best that we can around them. So I think mix of all these strategies, if we call it strategy, तो वो चल गया अभी वो. That's how we've been functioning.
Okay, so how do you see the entire influencer marketing ecosystem further expand in India?
I think it's just started. When people ask me, ki where is the creator economy going, or where's the creator influencer marketing bit going, I just feel we're all 9 or 10 years old in our age. You know, where the first movie that came out was again close to about 70 years back or 80 years back. Like a television soap came out about close to 30 years back. Bhuvan's first sketch came out 6 years back, or the first TVF or AIB video came out 10 years back, right? Or not even 10 years. So we've just started. You know, 2 years back or a year back, we used to call it influencer marketing. This year, we've been calling it creator economy. 2 years down the line, we'd be calling it something else. So with platforms getting new tools, with creators getting being more empowered, with different means, different brands, you know, getting convinced. Your traditional brands about 4 years back were still not convinced with the digital creator associations or partnerships. Now they see most merit in it, because who can get you face value plus engagement plus numbers plus ROI? Nobody can do that, right? No other medium can do that. So I think we've just started, and the economy is going to boom like anything, and we'll become the most important pillar in any kind of marketing strategy that's going to go out.
Hopefully so. How has the movie's engagement? Yes. How has the movie's engagement with the viewers changed post-pandemic?
हाँ, मतलब अभी पोस्ट पैंडेमिक वाला सिचुएशन आया नहीं, आई फील, क्योंकि वी आर स्टिल ऑलमोस्ट सॉर्ट ऑफ इन इट. बट definitely the watching experience has changed for a lot of people. Like for me, I ended up watching Suryavanshi on Netflix 3 days back, because I couldn't really find time in the last 2 months to watch it on a theater, right? On a theater screen. But I'm sure people who love the cinema experience, who want to watch a magnum opus in the screens, will definitely go, right? And more than that, watching a movie is sort of like a picnic experience, right? It's an excursion. So that experience will never go. It will remain as is. Maybe the kind of stories that will work really well on these screens will change, but for lazy people like me, I think watching stuff on my computer, on my iPad, or on my television is the best experience. Yeah, consumption has grown. You know, पहले हम महीने में 2 पिक्चरें देखते थे और टीवी सीरियल्स देखते थे. अब हम लोग वीकेंड्स में एक दिन निकालते हैं कि आज हम नेटफ्लिक्स एंड चिल करेंगे, या हम बिंज करेंगे, या ये सीरीज देखेंगे. तो सीरीज और ये जितने ओटीटी में टेलीविजन सीरीज जिनको हम कहते हैं, the viewership for that has definitely grown. That urge of opening Netflix in your free time and watching something has grown. So I mean, अब बहुत options हो गए और बहुत ज़्यादा platforms हो गए इनको देखने के लिए. तो I think बहुत ही mix है अभी. I think in the next 6 months we'll get to know better when the theaters open for good and more movies come out. But Suryavanshi's numbers speak for itself. You know, the kind of people who turned up for the film in the theaters is outstanding. So the confidence is still in place.
So do you think does this social media reviewers, word of mouth, peer circle has helped these viewers to decide whether to watch this movie or not to watch this movie?
Yeah, because about 5 years back, these kind of opinions used to remain in a closed group, right? Me, if I watched a movie, I'll only be able to go and tell my friends through SMS or through in person that, okay, this is a good movie to watch, this isn't. But today you have access to so many opinions that it definitely will manipulate or will instigate you to watch or not watch a particular show. But I think this has also helped us in discovering shows like Money Heist, shows like Squid Game, where I would have never imagined watching a Korean show dubbed in English on my cell phone or on my tablet, right? But because word of mouth, these reviewers have come into place. Like I love digital reviewers. These guys who react and review, they have probably played a major role in propagating Dindora to folks who've probably not even discovered BBQ Wines. Right? If a particular reviewer is who I follow, I'll go by his word and watch a Jai Bhim on Amazon Prime. So which I probably will not be aware of if I don't have access to these guys. हाँ, बट ये होता है कि स्पॉयलर्स जल्दी आ जाते हैं. ये होता है कि किसी के दिल की भड़ास होती है, उससे हम लोग मैनिपुलेट हो जाता है हमारा थॉट. बट ऑल इन ऑल आई फील कि जैसे अंतिम, आई बीन गेटिंग such good reviews about the film that it has made me inclined towards watching it very soon, right? Which I would have never thought of before the film came out कि पता नहीं देख लेंगे कभी आएगी. But जितने reviews मैंने digital पे देखे तो it instigated me to watch it. So I think yeah, these digital reviewers help and in manipulating people's mind, maybe for good or bad both.
Okay. In such volatile situations, how do you engage the viewers or gather the masses to, come and watch your series or movie that you are creating as a producer?
This is a tough deal because there's something coming every week. When we started releasing our episodes, I think around the same weekend is when the movies also started to release in theaters. And this being the festive season, everybody wants to put out their shows and films around the same time. I remember I was following this particular list that used to come out every week. The only idea from our end was कि ठीक है, our audience will engage with it. We have our marketing strategy in place. Every video episode that was going out on Thursday, we had a plan created for it for the next 5 days for it to sustain. And we knew with every episode, people will go back and watch the previous one. So sort of, मतलब हमने पूरा 8 हफ्ते में ये the entire marketing was split across 8 weeks, where we did outdoor in a particular week, we did buses in a particular week, we did Big Boss around the first episode, so that new people join us, from the first episode onward. Then there were pegs in every episode that would bring people back to the episode. Each and every episode ended on a cliffhanger, so that they have to come and
And
watch the next episode for to cure their curiosity. So yeah, I mean, from the writing stage till the marketing execution, I think there were a lot of things that we had put into to bring the audience back to each and every episode.
So Dindora being the first production, what are the other new projects that you are working on or are you associated with, be it along with Bhuvan or apart from him? What are the other projects that you're working on?
Bhuvan and I have spent so much time that all our projects are together only. So in the coming future, most of our projects are together. We are working on a few music videos. There's one that definitely came out today, which was a big one for us. Then post that, we are working on a show on a big OTT, which Bhuvan had revealed very recently. So that's something which is a different world altogether. So that is something that we are already in pre-production of. Along with that, we are doing a few things on your typical OTT platforms, but in a very AVOD manner. So there are a few projects coming with them. And I think and we are working on a short film, which is very interesting. So a few bunch of different things that we are doing together, but very different from BBQ Wines. But yeah, this is going to be the next leg to BBQ Wines Productions.
Okay, that was all with my questions, Rohit. Thank you so much. It was wonderful having you here.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.